Alright, hey everybody, it's Hylian Alchemist, and welcome to Let's Play Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards for the Nintendo 64. And this is another game that I grew up with during my childhood. So let's get started with this. This right here is my practice file, because well, about a month ago, downloaded it on the Virtual Console. And so I kind of wanted to practice this on the Pro Controller. Not to mention I haven't played this game for a while. Well, actually, it's been about 2 years since I last played this game, but... Anyhow, so, here we have our little Star Warrior right here, Kirby, and this right here is Ribbon. From what you saw in the intro, apparently her planet is being taken over by dark matter, and so she has to do something about it, and now we have these little things here called the Crystal Shards, which has been broken into pieces, because she was trying to escape. And so, Kirby, being the hero that he is, decides to go and help her, so we are going to do just that. So our first level right here is Pop Star, and let's get started with Stage 1. Now, I'm going to be perfectly honest here. I am not what you would call a Kirby expert, per se. I mean, I actually did grow up with this game, but despite that, though, I actually played about only like a couple other Kirby games, and not very many of them. I actually did play through Kirby's Dream Land for the Game Boy, and I also played a bit of Kirby's Adventure for the NES, and I think that's about it. Yeah, I haven't actually picked up much on the newer Kirby games, so I do apologize if I don't have as much information when it comes to the Kirby series, but I do know something about this series to a certain extent. And like I said, it's pretty much when it comes to this game, since I haven't played this game a lot when I was a kid. I will say, though, that this is naturally... It's naturally my favorite Kirby game of all time, I should say. So, if everybody knows about the standard, kind of gimmick for the Kirby series, of course, Kirby has a signature swallowing, his sucking enemies with his mouth. And, of course, he has his copy abilities, and if you just swallow the enemies here, and then just presses down on the control pad. Yeah, unlike most N64 games, if you're playing this on an N64 controller, you do not use the analog stick for this. Instead, you just use the D-pad. And that's the only way to control Kirby. And there is our first Crystal Shard right here. So if you were to swallow an enemy, then you gain some abilities. And if, and you actually have, like, a secondary ability. Like, if you swallow an enemy of a different kind, then you get a combination of copy abilities. Like I have the Fire and Cutter ability, and so I get to use this Fire Sword right here. You can actually use those kind of weapons to cheese those bosses easily. If you don't have any copy abilities, and just swallow their henchmen and just spit it out right back in them. Which is kind of gross. But you know how much of a glutton Kirby is. Very much so. And, if you, swallow the one enemy, and then you swallow the same enemy, therefore getting two of the same, copy abilities, then you'll basically get a powered-up version of that one copy ability you got. So that's basically how it goes. And just by, double tapping on the D-pad, then, that's when Kirby gets to run, and I think if you, press down on the D-pad and then press the A button while running, I think that's how it goes, and Kirby will do that little sliding kick. And now we have the bomb copy ability, and we're going to need that one because there's another Crystal Shard, which is right under this thing here. And it's all color black, and so you do need the bomb copy ability to destroy that. There's some objects that, that you can destroy, but only if you have some certain copy abilities, based on the color of it. And so, right as we go over here, we get this little asshole out of our way. And he knocked off my copy ability here, and that isn't very nice. So this is what it basically looks like. If you have two of the same copy abilities, then you get a powered-up version. So I have these little, those rocket launchers, or those missiles or whatever. And we have Waddle Dee, and he's got a Crystal Shard for us. Uh-oh! Oh, looks like we got dark matter here. Oh dear. I don't know why you decide not to run there, Waddle Dee, but whatever. Well, shit. Alright, so, somehow this dark matter has transformed him into a Waddle Doo. But he's quite simple to defeat. Well, if he actually crashes there, then a star will just pop out and you just swallow it and then just spit back at him. Or you can just cheese him very easily just by using the whatever copy ability you have. And now our prize is a crystal shard. High five! And so with that done, yeah, after you defeat a character that has been possessed by dark matter, then they will join alongside you. Only for this this level, though. Because afterwards, then, you have no more partners, and there's like a total of 3. The third one being the most ironic example. And after you complete a stage here, then you have a little prize here on this picnic blanket. Like, you can either get a Maximum Tomato, which restores your health, or a star, which fills up this little meter here. If you fill it up all the way, then you get an extra life, or just one up here, or a mystery card. If you get none of the prizes here, like, it just all depends on, like, you know, how you're trying to aim yourself when you're trying to jump over to the prize. If you get nothing, then, well, you get nothing at all, and then Kirby starts crying for some reason. And that right there was an epic fail. I was trying to get a stone and burn copy, or combination copy. Unfortunately, it failed miserably, so I just got the stone ability. Just by rolling like this. Yeah, just press B and then B again, and... Well, like, after pressing B a second time, then Kirby breaks out of this. And, for the powered-up version, it actually, Kirby will be gigantic in size when he turns to Stone Kirby. And that right there is a Gordo. Yeah, I pretty much don't know a lot of the enemy names in this game. Because, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about the Kirby series. I do know only, like, a couple of enemy names, like that one Gordo there. I think that's about it. And I actually, edited out this part here because, I actually tried to, get a combination of the lightning and freeze ability. For some reason, though, like, I was trying to swallow that kind of, combination copy ability. But then it just flew away for some reason. It was almost like a glitch. And we have Refrigerator Kirby here. Yeah, death by food! It's kind of humorous like that, just... enemies getting killed by food and drinks. You can actually collect those, and they also do restore your health, I think... well, I think that's what they do. So a little thing about this game here, like when it comes to collecting the crystal shards, there are usually about a total of 3 for each stage, and there's also 1 for the boss of each level. Now, it is possible to get through this game without collecting all the crystal shards, but there is actually a true final boss and the true ending to this. And in order to get to that, then you actually do need to collect all the crystal shards in the game. Because if you go through the game without collecting the crystal shards, then you kind of see a bad ending. And we probably wouldn't want that. I mean, the game still does end, but you didn't necessarily complete the game, and so you didn't get to stop the bigger threat that was there. And I know I'm kind of spoiling this here, but at least I didn't actually spoil who the final boss was, rest assured. But anyhow, to do just that, then you do have to collect every single crystal shard there is. And so that's what we're going to do as for the kind of tradition with the LPs of just collecting every, all the plot MacGuffins here. And now we have another ally that we have here, and of course, like we all know, we know what's going to happen. Because she sees a crystal shard, and yep, what do we know? Dark matter is at it again. Now this fire here, I had a bit of some trouble with. It kind of took me a while to get through this fight. Oh my god, evil eyes! Yeah, that was kind of creepy. Alright, so this here is Adeline. And so, while she is possessed by dark matter, what she does is that she'll paint some of the enemies here that you have to fend off, either just by using your copy ability, like the one I just threw away like an idiot. Well, not that I necessarily needed it, but the refrigerator Kirby was kind of a pain in the ass, so I probably wanted to get rid of it. But quite simple as that, you just have to swallow them and then just spit them out. That's all you have to do. And we have this guy right here. I'm not quite sure, like, he'll spit out these ice cubes and then just push them at you. I didn't bother swallowing them because I wasn't so sure if the game will consider you using a copy ability, like, you know, the ice copy ability. And so, she'll draw this, drawing of dark matter. I think it might have been called something else that probably came from another game. Actually, if I remember correctly, I think it was from Kirby's Dream Land 3. As far as I heard. I might be wrong though. I've never actually played any of the well, I actually did play Kirby's Dream Land for the Game Boy, but not the second or third one. So I've already just said what other Kirby games I played. So I haven't played a whole lot of the Kirby games. I've only played like this one for the most part. This one, having grown up with this game. And I've only played through Kirby's Dream Land and a bit of Kirby's Adventure. And so I've probably lost a few subscribers for saying that. Now this one can be a bit tricky. You actually have to fight Adeline herself as she just runs through like that, and I guess you just have to run over her. And that's just how she's defeated. But nevertheless, we got the Crystal Shard. And I think the only thing that Ribbon ever does is that, like, every time you collect the Crystal Shard, then she just gives them to you, like that. And now that Adeline is freed from dark matter, now we have her as an ally, and I actually didn't get to explain what Waddle Dee does. Well, you already saw it. Like, he'll help you progress through some certain areas. What Adeline will do is that whenever you come across her, and yeah, I didn't get anything. Oh, poor Kirby. That's gotta be sad. But yeah, what Adeline will do, like, whenever you meet her, then, she'll paint you some items like Maxim tomatoes or any other, or any other kind of food, like, basically anything to replenish your health. And she'll also, show you some stuff like certain puzzles for you to solve. So that's basically all she does. So I think that's about it for this video. I'll go ahead and leave it here. In the next episode of Let's Play Kirby 64, we are going to probably finish off this level and meet another ally, possibly. An unexpected ally, I should say. But we will see who that is in the next episode. So until then, see you guys later.